Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We're Monday, November 10th, 2025. I'm here to do a general collective reading for you. It is a timeless read. You can switch the genders and the roles if you need to. That's not a problem. Just remember, this is a general collective reading. It's not a personalized reading, so only take what applies and toss the rest. Don't try to make things fit if it does not. It's not advisable. I hope you've had a beautiful day. I've been cold today. I went out earlier and I haven't been able to warm up. It's like right down to the bone. I'm chilled. So it's an off day for me. It's a quiet day. I don't mind. Thank you for being here. I love you and I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. Let's see what Spirit wants to talk about. I kind of know what they want to talk about, but let's see what the cards say. Shall we? Spirit guides. Oopsie. Come here. Handful. Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, the highest white light. What's the message for the collective at this hour? What would you like to discuss with the collective, please? Thank you. Denial. 14. Someone's being denied? Or they're in denial? Maybe somebody was plucking some low-hanging fruit. This could be the grapes of wrath. This could be sour grapes. Somebody's denying you something because it's sour grapes. They're petty. They're cruel. You could be healthy, balanced. Somebody wants to reconcile. It could be denial. Somebody needs to be fair. You've been very patient. That's the overarching energy. Bottom of the deck is High Priestess of Earth, 3. Divine Feminine energy, male or female. You're creating something. You're very down to earth and loving. This is unconditional love. You're a philanthropist, humanitarian. Through your pain, you create new life, whether it's through children and or artistry. You create. This could be a mother or a pregnancy as well. Or an older feminine energy. It doesn't have to be just place it where it belongs. It's still early here. So you're concluding. Something's ending here. A cycle is ending. Someone's in denial that you're going to be harvesting soon, or somebody was harvesting from you. Somebody needs to balance something with you. You're very fruitful. So you're chapter 1, and then there's the end. So it reminds me of the Fool's Journey, spiritual journey. You're starting from 0, and you worked your way through the major arcana right to the card 21, which is the world. It's an ending a cycle to begin a new one. You've learned your lessons. You've learned everything you can in this cycle. Now it's time to close the chapter, start a new one. Maybe you're stuck, afraid to let go. Somebody was afraid to let go, and no illumination, unable to overcome, or feeling like you can overcome something. All you needed to do, or all you need to do, it depends on where you are here, past, present, or future, is look at things from a different perspective. Maybe take on somebody else's perspective. Try to see the world through their eyes, see their point of view. And maybe that'll help you make a decision to let go, to realize you're not waiting anymore if it's a matter of waiting or sacrificing. You know what I mean? Yeah, complicated. You're getting some justice here, some bringing balance back to a situation. Somebody could be de-evolving from 12 to 11, but this is justice, balance. It's complicated. Something's complicated. It's the conclusion of a cycle, a fledgling. This is conscious awareness. You're going to have to take some action. You're transmuting and alchemizing. You have all the tools you need for success. You're very focused. You're in charge here. Skilled. You're skilled at something. Somebody's new at something, a novice, or they thought you were a novice. Things are complicated. Somebody's not understanding something, you or someone else. Let's see. You're in need to... It kind of feels like somebody needs to close a chapter. And maybe it's just taking a little longer than anticipated. Pardon me, my throat is scratchy today. Denial, 14. What's this denial about? Somebody's in denial that you're divine feminine energy, or there's a pregnancy, something to do with a mother, denying a mother, her the fruits of her labor, whatever. Yeah, somebody's in their feelings, in their feels. There's a condom here, so someone could be pregnant. It's game over. It doesn't have to be, I'm just saying, right? Something's over here. Somebody's keeping a promise. You kept a promise, or it's about maybe somebody promised something and they can't keep it. There's a divorce or a separation. There's breaking of a contract here. There's a recording, announcement, expression, revealing. Something's outdated. Okay, somebody could be. There could be a divorce, and they're fighting you, and you or somebody else, your partner, you're fighting in a court of law. It could be over children, over property, or it could be something to do with a broken contract. There's a recording here, and it kind of looks like somebody tried to bust it, burn it, I don't know, destroy it. Something's outdated, though. Expired, disused, old news, and discarded. So if they have proof it is outdated, they need maybe some more updated records or paperwork. Somebody screwed up and they know it. They were plucking from your tree, if you know what I'm saying. They were taking from you somehow, harvesting or planning to. Or now, they were plucking from the low-hanging fruit. And there could be a pregnancy. There's a betrayal. And maybe you're going towards divorce now. I don't know. Deceit, backstab, traitor, not to be trusted. Copycat. This came out earlier. I did some reads earlier and they were disjointed, so I didn't post them. There's a copycat, doppelganger. So they tried to make you look like you were doing rugs. Trying to frame you. Tell a story behind your back without you knowing. Or this is the copycat trying to be you, and they have addictions. I don't know. Let's see which way it goes. What kind of copycat? Why are they copying you? Sorry. Denial. It could be a matter of ID fraud as well. Some sort of fraud. 14. They need to balance something out. They wanted to harvest. They just want to keep plucking off this tree. Could be your family, because it's a tree, or somebody you have a family with. Someone's in their fields, okay? Sour grapes. Okay, why? Guidance. Somebody needs guidance. You need guidance. Faith, healing, intuition, and dreams. You are led. You're being guided for sure. You're using your intuition. You're listening to your dreams. You're paying attention. You're healing from something. You have a great deal of faith. If somebody has a great deal of faith, they can heal this with you. Someone's getting infatuated with another. That's the underlying energy. Denial, obsession, attraction. This could be you or somebody else. It's a push and pull. A relationship or situation. Power struggles, imbalance, and stubborn. Don't tell me. You know what? Okay. Last night, I was bored. And I felt like watching some old movies. And I watched Fatal Attraction. Or the last part of it. Because I already started it a while ago. And I never finished it. And I thought, why now? Let's finish the movie. So I'm getting this impression here. Somebody might have cheated, had a one-night stand with somebody. They say they're pregnant. They're infatuated with you or with somebody else. I don't know what this is. They're obsessed now. This is a bugaboo. Someone's trying to avoid something. Avoid them. Maybe you're trying to avoid them. You don't want to bump into them. In hiding, feeling guilty, no communication. You could be on the spotlight, or they are. Or the spotlight's on you because something's coming out. Someone's very self-absorbed here. You're giving them the cold shoulder, or you're getting the cold shoulder breakup, distance, and separation, because somebody got tempted here. Okay, temptation, always busy, kept you waiting. Opposites attract. Someone's determined to get that ring on their finger, or to put that ring on your finger. You know what I'm saying? Somebody wanted a baby for stability, maybe. Yeah, look at this. Planning. Found a calendar. Maybe if you saw the calendar, the dates they were ovulating. Text, phone call, meeting up. They met up with you every time they ovulated. There's red flags here. Signs, cheating, and deception. Or maybe you found something on your partner's calendar making it obvious that they were cheating on you. Maybe they went to a hotel. I don't know. Take it for whatever that is. It's all over the place. I apologize. It's quite disjointed. Okay, since it's a relationship, we'll get relationship cards. seems like it's a relationship of one kind or another. If it's not love, then it's friendship, then it's family. I don't know what this is. So we have denial, 14. In their fields and guidance. Chemistry. I have never felt a passion this intense. Well, it sounds like it's just lust. Chaser-runner dynamic here. I don't want to chase anymore. This person gets infatuated quite easily and falls in love quite easily, maybe. Daydreaming all the time. They're in love with love. I'm always longing for you. There's a lot of gossip going on. I'm afraid of what others will think. You're not their normal type. There could be some differences here. Oh, really, Spirit? Come on. Well, they're afraid of what people are going to think because they're married or you're married. But for one or two, there's maps. That's what I heard. You know what that stands for? This is people that are attracted to minors. No, it's not. That's not the story. Could be. I don't know. So, I don't know. Soul tie, always feel connected to you. Somebody has some bad habits or something like that. I don't know if it will ever change. There's a third party. So, that's their bad habits, cheating. There was other things that got in the way of us being together, I'd say. And they're reminiscing how they had it good with you. Because obviously where they are now, they're not. It's not so great. Or this could be you. You be truthful. You know your story. I miss our inside jokes. They caused a lot of damage. Somebody's understanding something now. I see your side of the story now that you're gone. About responsibilities, family, love, not hurting the person that you say you love, working, building a home and a future. They feel like a part of them is missing without you. This could be you too, okay? It is what it is. They could have made you feel like you're unworthy by chasing other people all the time. Or maybe secretly, why they do what they do is because they do feel unworthy. Somebody along their way, and this is not an excuse, okay? Made them feel like they had no value. They're very insecure. So they don't feel like they can measure up, so they cheat often. They go to the next best thing. If they screw up, they don't want to have to answer for it. They don't want to hear the disappointment in your voice, so they go elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? It's not an excuse, though. Denial, 14, in their fields, guidance, and chemistry. So you're being guided to just keep it pushing, right? And to heal. Maybe this person's looking for guidance from somebody. But this is chemistry. This is lust. They could be doing lust spells against you. Let's be frank. Anybody that's been in a relationship longer than 2 years knows the honeymoon period kind of dies down at that point. And it just kind of dies down, right? You're not as passionate with one another. I mean, I'm not saying you're not passionate, but not as, right? The novelty starts to wear off a bit. And it's normal. Yeah, seems to be the illusion's breaking free. Somebody doesn't want to be encumbered. They don't want to be tied to anybody. Somebody's breaking free, detaching. Somebody's very detached emotionally in a relationship. You don't want toxicity in your life. I don't blame you. Or maybe they have addictions and you don't like drinking or rugs around you. You know what I mean? I don't blame you. They're not a family kind of person. I don't want a family. Ten of Swords. So somebody betrayed you. It's a harsh and painful end here. The worst is over, though. It's time to pick yourself back up, dust yourself off, okay? To heal, to regroup and recoup, okay? It's an ending of a cycle. And I know how you feel. If they were cheating on you, everybody around you knew about it, and they were laughing. They saw the swords in your back, and they didn't bother to tell you, warn you. You know what I mean? I get it. Yeah, somebody's in debt. Somebody's immature. They're lazy, don't want to put their work in. No new beginnings, no practical approach. They bore false witness against you. They don't want to learn their lesson, whoever this is, okay? They could be doing divination abuse, by the way. Somebody's very childish, okay? They don't want to learn their lessons. They're in debt. Oh, boy. This could be divination abuse. Could be doing magic as well. Come to me spells. There's somebody's a hoe bag. Talking shit. Secrets are coming out about a third-party situation. Could be a friend, but who you thought was a friend. They want to reconcile with you now. Yeah, it's a rejection. Abandonment. Somebody's feeling sorry for themselves. It's a pity party. Regretting and they're regretting what they've done here. They could be missing you right now. Yeah. They can't come near you. They can't come and meet you in calm waters. Where they are, it's not very calm. They're in hot water, okay? They're not willing to change. No transition here. They wanted you to be an option. There's a lot of fighting, jealousy, drama, strife, rivalry, a bunch of people involved. A lot of conflict, mental conflict. You're ignoring them. You know, I've been there before after a breakup, a serious breakup. It hurts so very bad you feel like you can't breathe. You feel like you want to get out of your skin. You're not comfortable. You know, you're heartbroken. You're crushed. You're gutted. They want to reconcile with you, but you're ignoring them. They want you to just ignore what they've done in the past. Somebody's very immature. There could be a child involved, and it's not their child or something like that. They don't want to pay child support. I don't know. They're not very practical. They don't want to learn their lessons. They don't want to work. They're lazy. Yeah. You're giving and receiving, prioritizing other people. You're trying to keep things in balance in your life. You need a relationship that's equally yoked. Maybe you were paying their way. You were very generous with this person. Yeah, they're trying to avoid a tower, or you are. This could be ruin. This could be ruin for one or both of you. Somebody's trying to avoid a tower, trying to balance things out. Somebody's regretting doing business with somebody. The truth is out. So they could have been getting paid or paying for, you know, smacks. They can't hide this any longer. You let them go. Why you let them go? You're not renting space. They're not renting space in your head. You're free. Or they just didn't care. They didn't care, okay? They could have been paying, they spent a lot of money. The Page of Pentacles is spending money recklessly on hoe bags or on spellcasters or, I don't know, whatever this is. This is unwise counsel. Secrets are now coming out. Sorry, I just dropped the cards on the floor. About this party scene, you know, pleasure seekers, third parties. They're sleeping with friends. Maybe they're going to come back or try to tell you in one way, whether it's messaging or on the phone or face-to-face. They missed you so much that they just sank into partying 24/7 and, you know, into smacks. Because they couldn't bear the thought of you not being there, so they just numbed themselves. Somebody's going to try to tell you a story like that. This person will go low. Okay? They don't care. They can't hide this anymore. You're not confused about the situation. It's the truth. You know the truth. They were willing to do whatever it took to win, or they still are. Okay? They're willing to do whatever it takes. Okay? Could be a father figure. It could be a child's father. Somebody's remaining stoic. This could be you. You're remaining stoic. You're listening to your intuition here. This is good counsel. You're not wearing your heart on your sleeve because you know this is not going to go anywhere. They don't want to take accountability. Maybe they're upset that you're taking away their car. Maybe you're paying for the car note. You know what I'm saying? They have to move. They don't want to move. Somebody's willing to do something. What are they willing to do? Let go of their side pieces. Wow. For how long, though? This reminds me of the last narc I was with. I caught him in the act, blah, blah, blah. He pled, he cried, he pleaded, I'll drop them all, I'll leave them all, I'll block them on online. He lied to me. He was playing fucking games. Instead of blocking everybody off of his profiles or off of his platform, not platforms, but off of his, yeah, I guess it's profiles, right? He blocked me so I wouldn't see who he's talking to. Yeah, it's a liar. Liar, liar, pants on fire. They're not going to get rid of their side pieces. They're just stuck right now. They have no other choice. Damn. Somebody's not very smart. They think that you're not very smart, that you're going to fall for this. They have no choice. They have no viable options. You see through the illusions here. All that glitters isn't gold. Always a third party. Okay. That kind of fell out in reverse and then went in the upright, so I put it back in. Oh, I hate it when the cards are acting like this. The cards are crazy right now. Must be because of the 11/11 portal tomorrow. Yeah, they keep repeating a bad pattern of behavior and they don't want to stop or learn a lesson. It's caught up with them. Okay? It has. This is a clapback. This is unfinished business. They think they have unfinished business with you. They're stuck in their head. Self-imposed. They're feeling trapped. Restricting. They're trying to bind you to them. Unconditional love. You're using your intuition. They're trying to bind you to them, but you know what they're doing. They're playing in your energy, and you're like, yeah, no, not today, Satan, not today. Somebody wants to come back. They don't want to move. I don't know. It's unrequited love. Never giving your flowers. They give out false and misleading information to you and everybody else. This is not reciprocal. You're not going back to the past. Yeah. You made sacrifices. You're not going back to that. You know? People pleaser kind of livelihood. No. They don't want to let you go. They're trying to stall something, hold you, keep you from moving on. This is lack of illumination. It's a waste of time here. They want to come back. They're stuck. They want to come back. They're feeling stuck. They can't overcome something. They want to come back. Or they want you to come back. Okay. Somebody's sinking real quick. I think it has something to do with money. The child's not theirs. If there's a paternity issue. Somebody's really stuck. Left hanging. Or they're going to leave you hanging. So that you're not going back. You're not going back. Somebody can't leave or won't leave the relationship they're in now. But they want you back. They want you to come crawling back to them. So they can dump you afterwards. You don't trust this person. You don't see eye to eye. You're not on the same page. There's a lot of disharmony here. They need a place to stay. Or they're already married. They go from one relationship to the next. Somebody's trying to social climb off of you, your energy. This is a business, a home, a family. Stability. You have a firm foundation. Somebody's really malicious, ruthless, and cruel. Emotionally manipulative, emotionally unavailable, and immature, self-serving, and self-absorbed. This could be a drinker. Somebody's not in control of their emotions. They're going to say they want to open up emotionally towards you. Maybe you're going to find out that somebody married. You're married, but there's ID fraud or something like that. Some sort of fraud going on. Mortgage fraud, ID fraud. They were juggling you, playing games. It's about to blow up in their face here. This could also be they broke up with the one that they were with or the ones they were with. And maybe this ex of theirs or soon-to-be ex is taking the home that they kind of defrauded you out of. I don't know. They got to balance something out. Whatever they had or they took from you or gained was temporary, okay? This is a clown. Somebody's miming you. Somebody's going to blow up in their face. You're balanced and in alignment. Somebody's making a head over heart decision, weighing some options. Two of Pentacles. A lot of disharmony here. Something's going backwards. Yeah, they want to reconcile here. Because you're stable. They want you to pay some bills, I guess. Or if they did any spell work, you alchemize and transmute. You're a good healer, maybe. You're very fair and patient and very loving, balanced. You put some they want to put some passwords behind. Let's put the past behind us, okay? They mistreated you, committed a crime against you. Somebody needs to heal. They're going through a dark night of the soul. They wanted to be placed on a pedestal. It didn't quite make it, did they? They can't build off of you or off of your energy or off of your money. Something's not built. They're unable to build something. They wanted people to worship them or something. Yeah, they kept doing something over and over again. It's getting stale. It's tiring. People are sick of it. They don't want to change. This is resistant to change. It's a permanent, profound ending. This is a poser, a player. It could be a warlock, but I don't know. There might be, for some of you, some magic involved to get people into the sack, if you know what I'm saying. This is somebody that's in their ego. They're very prideful, arrogant, conceited. They're a coward down deep inside. They're a follower, not a leader. This has been going on for a long time here. They get into committed relationships, but they screw around. There we go. You're very responsible, dependable, reliable, mature. You're not lazy. This is your rite of passage. You're moving on. This has been a long time since you last saw this person. You're getting your justice. This is balance. Bringing back balance. This is self-love, new love, true love, happiness, healing, purpose. I just heard. You're emotionally intelligent as well. Somebody's in their emotion, but in their emotions because you're getting justice one way or another. Maybe they're going through it where they are. They were protesting against you. Oh, well. Yeah. No long term. This is a man or a woman. Not into long term. They're in for a short time, okay? They tell you they love you, but yeah. They just want some money. Maybe to steal money because they're not working. This is family discord. They're greedy and they're selfish. There you go. They hold back all the time. If they got money in their pocket, they're not going to fucking pay any bills. They're going to expect you to pay the bills while they hold on to their money. They're always fighting. They want you to compete for them, fight for them. That's their love language. Be jealous for me, fight and compete for me. That tells me you love me. I don't think so, or that's how they act too, okay? You're not fighting for them. You're not competing for them. They're feeling overwhelmed and defeated. They're always fighting or attacking you or making you feel like you're on the attack. This is a poser or player. This is for sure somebody that's money motivated. They're greedy and they're selfish and they're very, very jealous. Male or female, place the genders where it belongs. I think you're done with this. This is somebody that doesn't want to pay their way, but they love spending your money. You're always, you don't want to fight over money anymore. You don't want to keep wondering, have they been in my wallet today? Or have they, have they hacked my bank account today? This is somebody that's very corrupt. Yeah, they play you for a fool. They play you right in your face. Yep. So you made your decision. They might be just part of their karma is to watch you from afar. You made your choice, okay? Yeah. You're on your own. You made your choice. You found out what they're really like. They're not into, this is not your happily ever after. They're scapegoating you. There's something to do with a home wrecker. This is a tower moment. They're not happy because you're probably going to say no. You'd rather stay on your own. You're independent. You go your own way, male or female. You're very confident and bold, and you're creating something new in your life. You're not looking back. You're looking forward. You're divinely protected. You are a leader. You're captivating. You're charming. You're attracting. Confident. You're a go-getter. You're not looking back. You're looking forward. You're going to tell this person where to go. You're not afraid to. You're very passionate about what you do. You could be doing, making some movies. They're heartbroken. Oh, well. Maybe while you were with them, they insisted, or their third party was insisting that you are the mistress or side dude. Yeah, you're not competing with these people. You don't want drama. You took the high road and walked away. You let it go. They were gaslighting you. They were playing mind games with you. Struggle love, right? Back and forth, because that's their love language. It makes them feel so hot. Like there's something, all right. You know what I mean? Sought after and everything. I'm so great. They're fighting over me. Nah, it's all right. Keep going. Fight amongst yourselves, okay? Yeah, this is somebody that's hot on the collar. They're abusive. Be careful, okay? They're very reckless. They got a lot of burdens on their backs. They don't mind putting burdens on people's backs. They could even be a criminal, okay? Yeah, they're getting some karma. They want to return back. They want you to come back into another toxic cycle with them for money. This is an opportunist, okay? It is what it is. Holding you back. They feel entitled. They're combative. They're argumentative. Maybe abusive. So be very careful. They could be into, you know, some sort of fraud. They forged your signature. They feel entitled. And it's a poser, all right. They like to play. Or just could be, you know, agents of chaos. Just, you know, not, I mean, like, so on a soul level, the divine. The devil is getting them to hold you back. They don't want you going to where you're meant to go. I don't know. It could be anything. Yeah. So you got an STD. They're playing around here. They're trying to block you. They don't want you having a new beginning. You have you feel no passion for this person at all. Blocked communication. You're moving on. You have some good news coming towards you. You're climbing. You're ascending. They can't come along. You're not going to carry them. Okay? This is a distorted masculine or feminine. Somebody's in their ego and their pride. They have an image to uphold. So the other thing is you got to block them from communicating with you. This is a bully, a tyrant. They're hot under the collar, male or female. You're hurting their pride and their ego by doing that. They want you to unblock them. Or they got an STD and they want to blame it on you because they have an image to uphold. They've been to public pressure. They're too worried about what the neighbors are going to say. Could be involved in corruption as well. Yeah. They can't come along with you. They don't want to take accountability. They can't overcome this. It's not going to go anywhere. You're not coming anywhere near this person. They could have stolen a car. It could be some sort of fraud here. Got pulled over or got into a car accident. Yeah, they can't pull your strings. They have no one to pull strings for them to get them out of this. They can't play you any longer. They're going towards lack and loss. They're on the outside looking in here. Okay, this hurts their confidence. Okay, this is somebody that's got a huge ego. This is going towards poverty. You're not playing this game. I just heard you're not playing this game. They could be military or ex-military or, yeah, you're in your north node, your wish fulfillment, your wishes are coming true. Divinely guided. This is divine intervention as well. You're healed, you're balanced, you're an inspiration, or you're being inspired. Have a great deal of faith here. Divinity. You don't need this person. You don't need this person. Yeah, they're hoping and praying that they can at least be your friend or get back into bed here. They want you to support them. That's their wish. Or they want you to come crawling back to them to make them boost their ego a little bit. Yeah, this isn't... Oh, look at this. This backfires. No communication. You're not coming back. You've blocked them. This is a narcissist. Okay, they abuse you. They lie. They're cold and they're calculating. They're cruel. Could be potentially dangerous. They lied about being married. I just saw the hair from beneath that. Come here. Sorry, the cards are flying. It could be male or female. Just bear that in mind. It could be ex-military or in the... I don't know. Somebody wants to... They want people to toot their horns. They want people to believe that they're, you know, high honor. They're not. They could be wearing clothes. I don't know. This might be for one or two. Somebody could claim they're military and they're not. You don't do that. That pisses people in the in-service off, okay? Considering it's Remembrance Day tomorrow here in Canada. Oh, boy. Yeah, they're in hot water. They can't move on. They can't escape something. They can't come meet you in calm waters. Why? Somebody can't get away from the lies. They know that you're going to hold their feet to the fire. You're going to hold them accountable. So why would they want to come back? Oh, that's why they want you crawling back on your knees back to them. Somebody's jealous. It could be some other person they're dealing with. They're very vindictive and vile. Or they can't come near you because you've got ice cold on them. You've healed. You're not going to go back there again. You've got peace in your life. You know this person's malicious and petty and cruel. You're not going back there. You're sleeping nicely, living life on your terms. You know, you're not worried about what this person's. You don't need anybody like that in your life that's going to fucking play you right to your face, use you. Nah, you don't need that. Yeah. I'll see you in court. They wanted. I don't know. They were married. They had a wife. Or they're dreaming about marrying you. Something to do with a contract. Dealing with an institution as the wife or the husband. Place it where it belongs. You're stable and secure. So they're dreaming of either marrying you or getting into a relationship. And they'll be happy with you. This is victory, success, reward, recognition if they could do that. But you blocked them. You're not playing this game anymore. You moved on. You're not looking back. They're full of crap, okay? Manipulation, illusions, deception. They're greedy. They're greedy. They're gluttonous. You're satisfied in your life right now. All they're chasing after is materialism. And they're in their ego, wanting power and control and domination over you. You have a lot of strength and courage. Your wish fulfillment's coming, or it's here. You're living the life you want, that you're proud to have. You're loyal. You have integrity and honor. This person doesn't. They're just lustful. They're watching you online. Oh my gosh, really? Stuck in their head. They could be doing some magic. I don't know. They're stuck on you. They could be watching you online or watching POR and online, imagining it's you. There's a third party involved. They want to attach themselves to you, or they're attached to this third party or a contract. They wanted to be attached to you, but yet be single. This is awareness. You know damn well what they want. They want a second chance with you, but they want to remain single because they want a second chance with you because you're able to provide for yourself and for them. That's not a good enough reason, asshole. Yeah. Doppelganger. They want you to sacrifice. Yeah, devalue you. No, I don't think so. They want power and control. Somebody's greedy, selfish, and jealous of you. Yeah, they're not getting away with this, okay? You already know. You know the score. Or this is the other person, the doppelganger wanting to be you, won't let them go, or they're telling on them. Mob's turning on them. People are turning on them. Maybe they're working for the mob. Somebody's remaining stoic. This could be you. They turned a whole whack of people against you because you won't go back. You left them. You're remaining. Wow. Counterparts. It could be a father or mother making a decision, watching from afar. Somebody's really worried they can't eat or sleep. There's a contract or decision or collaboration or third party. People are trying to detach. You're not toxic. You're not karmic. They can't attach something to you. The unalive of a child. They're doing magic. They're immature and insincere and childish. Having an emotional outburst. There will be no new beginnings here. Pardon me. Somebody's feeling rejected and abandoned. Blocked. They don't know what to do. They're indecisive. They're pretending they don't know what's going on. They're out like a victim. They're blatting and crying here, having an emotional outburst. that you block them. You're not going to unblock them. You're avoiding them. You're ignoring them. I was picking that up. Was it last night or this morning? There's somebody out there. This could be for me. This could be for you. I don't know. For all of us, for all we know, we're on the same wavelength here. Somebody out there is trying to get your attention. You're avoiding them at all costs, and it's pissing them off. So you're balanced. You're not going to go back there. Why would you go back there? This is low-hanging fruit. They want to harvest from you. I don't think so. They want to reconcile. I don't think so. Because you're balanced, okay? You've healed. Why would you go back there? You're manifesting like crazy. You alchemize and transmute. You bring balance to their life. Divine feminine energy, or there could be a pregnancy, or you could be a mom. Okay? If you're divine feminine energy, it's male or female, you're creating something new. There's something to do with chemistry. I've never felt a passion like this intense. Listen, that's just loins. It's got no staying power. Yeah, chaser. Yeah, nah. I don't want to chase anymore. They want you to chase them now. I don't fucking think so. It's game over. Okay? They're in their feels. You're not chasing them. Somebody's got a huge ego. They probably go around telling everybody that you're chasing them. You're not. You won't leave them alone. You're spying on them. You're doing this, that, and the other thing. It's the other way around. Yeah, guidance. You're being guided to keep moving, hit the road, and keep going. This is only infatuation here. Somebody needs a therapist. Denial. You're denying this by obsession, attraction. It's going to, once they get what they want, they're indifferent after that. I did not hear love. Okay? There's no love here. Memories. Reminiscing, dwelling, good times, and looking back. That's all they have. They have good memories of you. You don't have so... Your memories aren't so hot, right? Yeah, they broke your heart. Conflict in reverse. They can't cause conflict in your life. They don't want this conflict. Clashing, differences, incompatible, and irreconcilable. You don't want this conflict. You don't want this drama. This is all in your... You left it in your past. It's going to stay there. There's history. It happened. Left behind, looking back. It's a repeat. It's a pattern. Okay? Reservation. Mind. So this is the type of person that come into your home if you're in a relationship with them, and they start laying claim to everything that's yours as theirs. They just kind of like... not confiscated, but, what's the word? Appropriate it, just because you're living together or in a relationship with them. Next thing you know, half your shit's gone. You know what I'm saying? Somebody wants a life of luxury here, or extravagance, and they think you're going to pay for it. You're getting justice here. You held back because you knew justice was here, or balancing of the scales one way or another, whether it's in a court of law, whether it's, karma. They're feeling shattered. Crushed, sadness, broken heart, and panic attack. It is what it is. Don't start nothing, there won't be nothing. Bonehead. They could have, I don't know. It has to be an equal give and take with you. If they're not a divine being, if they're in their south node, you're in your north node. This is your calling, okay? You're here for a very specific reason. Everybody is not privy to that. It's between you and God. Sometimes you can tell what it is, other times you can't. But yeah, this is just not part of your life. This is not part of your future. Not part of your now, that's for sure. Where are we going with this, please? This sounds like it's an ego, an end to their ego, okay? You're really teaching them a lesson. They initially wanted to teach you a lesson, but now they're getting taught here. Okay. Peacock. You were peacocking your huge ego. What'd I tell you? Pregnancy, wealth. There could be a pregnancy here. So you thought they'd make money from you or off you, or the third party thought that. They're still in the picture. Somebody's peacocking here. Change and purity. You're pure. You're pure heart. Gazelle. This is change. Maybe you've changed on these people. Maybe they're going to say, you're so different. Why are you so different? Why are you acting different? Normally you're just loving, kind, and generous and accepting. Well, enough is enough. Even kind people have their cutoff. You know what I mean? Yeah. Dog. Loyalty and determination. That's what you expect, and that's not what you got, right? So that's too bad. Cunning and stealth wolf. A wolf in sheep's clothing. Yeah. Heart, love, new love, and birds. News and messages. So they're going to send you some love messages. Your ancestors are protecting you. Okay? Nourishment and transformation. Scarab. Scarabs are good luck. And cat, jealousy and gossip. There you go. Now also scarabs live in dung. Right? Acceptance and eccentric moose. Yeah, they want you to accept them back because they're looking for money here. Now, if it's not actual money, I think it is. Because you're being protected here. Slowness and protected turtle. It's also, if you're a divine being, they want to capitalize off your energy. You know what I say to that, right? Blow it out your ass. Where are we going with this? While you were with them, they were using you and your money and spending it on these floozies or these side dudes, okay? That's what kept these floozies and side dudes coming around, is your money, your energy. And now that you're not around, they're all losing. Oh, well. Somebody's teeth is falling out of their head. And if they use their looks, their sexual appeal to land people, well, that's got to hurt, right? Maybe somebody's very, very vain, egotistical. You know, when you lose your teeth, well, that's very humbling. I know this. My teeth went. I had to get them fixed, but yeah, it's not pretty. It's not fun. This is balancing the scales. So the divine universe is balancing this out for you, okay? Keep your life in balance, and that's what you did. Here, good news is coming towards you. Teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. This is a vulture. Depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. Somebody's gossiping here. Now, oh, I see. So maybe they're in the same sex situation you didn't know about. They're on the down low. Doesn't have to be. Just for some of you. Someone's a vulture here. They're depressed that you're going to come out, that you know about it. You're going to talk about it. Something to do with your birthday could be in December, or theirs, or something's going to pop off in December. 4-leaf clover. Great good fortune. Goldfish. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. So you're lucky. They want to get into your energy because they know you're a divine being. Crown. They wanted your crown. Honor and respect will come to you. Congratulations. The other thing I picked up on that crown is if they can get into your energy, your protection, your favor with God, because God does provide, right? Then in their mind, they're going to have honor and respect from everybody else that they deal with, right? Feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. Yeah, this is a large amount of money. This could be an inheritance, life insurance. You have a lot of money, a windfall, lottery win, whatever this is. Boat or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. Clouds, temporary problems. I'd say bye-bye. You've already learned your lesson. You know what this person's all about. Can't tell you what to do, although I just did, but that's my opinion. I don't look back anymore. I don't go back anymore. Actions speak louder than words. And if they couldn't give a rat's ass about you in the past, what makes them think that you're going to believe they're going to give a rat's ass about you this time around? You know what I mean? If they used you and abused you, and you know what I mean? Played in your face. What could they say? What could they possibly do or say that's going to make you believe that they want to come back and they're altruistic? This time it's going to be different. I don't see much of anything that they could do or say. But that's up to you. That's your decision. Okay, I hope you like the reading. Until next time, take care.